So we saw yesterday that the House Senate passed, the Senate should have said, not House Senate, the Senate passed the 69 billion or 70 billion dollars to fund ICE, right? And I don't understand how can Republicans, even MAGA, because both idiots, how can Republicans vote on a $70 billion bill to fund ICE and that, but yet they yet don't find the money to give you healthcare, to give you childcare, right? In a place where you have people who have no childcare, or have people who can't pay their bills. You know, a lot of you Republicans didn't want Joe Biden to get rid of the student aid loan that people were having because I let you pay their bills, let you do this, let you do that. You know, they would have gotten rid of that. These people who owns those loans had money to spend. You guys crybabies, and you guys didn't want that. Took it to court. The court said no, can't do that. But yet you spend $70 billion, right? The PPP loan, that was all a sham, a scam. A lot of Republicans got the PPP loan. Mayor Taylor Greene, his son Eric got PPP loan. Donald Trump's accountant got a PPP loan. Even his son-in-law got a PPP loan, and they were all forgiven. And that was a little bit over on what student loans owe right now. But yet that doesn't happen. How can you say to yourself that you're a Republican? How can you say to yourself, oh, I'm a conservative, when none of you guys vote for pro-life, but yet none of you have ever, I would say 95% of you guys have never, ever even adopted a child or go through foster care and say, you know what, I want to foster this child. You force someone to have an abortion, or you force someone to have a baby, and that person is not allowed to, is not capable of taking care of it, it goes in the system. And I know you guys are going to say, oh, you know why you close your legs and blah, 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 blah. But that's something that only a nut woman would say, and then it's another thing that a man would say. Stage 2 to tango. But yes, with $70 billion to fund ICE. Let me ask you a question. What has Donald Trump really done for this country? Nothing. So he's deporting less people than Barack, and he's deporting less people than Barack Obama. But what is he doing? Nothing. Has that really helped this country? No. Do I see all those jobs that are lost because they deported these young men and women? Are they being taken by Americans? No. No American is gonna go work out there in the farm. No American is going to do 12-hour work or 30-hour work in construction if they don't get paid $200, $300 an hour. None of that. So what did you do with the crisis, or the so-called crisis? What did that do for immigration? Is this country better off? Same thing's happening all over again. Not all over again. Same thing's happening. Unemployment is still 4.3. Supposedly 172,000 jobs were created, which I don't believe that. Anything coming from this office, from this administration, I don't believe none of that. So, what's going on? You want all these people gone from this country. Some of them are gone. And the country's still a shithole because we have a shithole man for a president.